Early this week, Colleen Ballinger finally spoke out about the allegations brought up to her by a former fan, Adam McIntyre. In a video aptly named My Relationship with Colleen Ballinger, McIntyre reveals that at the age of 13, Ballinger had taken advantage of his, and many others, admiration for her, explaining that the YouTuber had taken advantage of her position and power to cultivate inappropriate relationships with underage fans. Ballinger had also manipulated him and many other fans into unpaid labor through false promises of a future job. In more disturbing developments, McIntyre also shared screenshots of a group chat where Ballinger engaged in the emotional manipulation, bullying, and targeting of underage fans. McIntyre also disclosed that Ballinger once mailed him lingerie in the mail, something that Ballinger herself has admitted to but excused as a long-standing tradition of sending fans gifts. McIntyre decided to go public with these claims 3 weeks ago, which was initially met with radio silence from the disgraced YouTuber, which brings me to ask why it's taken her so long to respond. That was until I saw the video posted, simply titled "Hi," all lowercase, how adorable, was a 10-minute long song taken in one take. Yeah, no wonder it took her 3 weeks. I wish for nothing more than to see the other takes. Anyway, the video that was meant to apologize for her actions was not an apology at all, but in fact just a way to victimize herself and stroke her own ego. Personally, I don't think speak singing over a one-note ukulele track is a super effective way to deflect blame. Her intentions behind this video are blurry at best. I can't imagine that she thought this would make her look any better, and it in fact did not, because Twitter users have been loud with their responses, some funny and some saying some pretty important things. So here is the top 10 reactions to Colleen Ballinger's failed apology video. At number 10, we have a tweet from H3H3's own Ethan Klein. Although he just went public with his decision to go on a 3-week hiatus, which some have speculated to be the reason why Colleen decided to post the video when she did, he couldn't help himself from saying something. So I guess her effort to not receive his reaction was in vain. In a quote tweet replying to Pop Crave, which says, Colleen's now infamous quote, "The only thing I ever groomed is my 2 Persian cats," which is in context the grooming allegations, a really stupid joke, Ethan replied with a picture of the already cancelled YouTuber Shane Dawson and his poor cat, Cheeto. The Shane Dawson cat situation is one that takes Colleen's quote pretty literally. I won't get into specifics, but Shane sure did in a 2015 podcast. Here he reveals that he did some pretty messed up stuff to his cat when he was 19 years old. The audio from this podcast resurfaced a few years later, which caused people to unsurprisingly start questioning Shane about his past actions, to which he replied with a 4-part Twitter thread disputing that his words were simply a joke. What is it with these YouTubers and cat jokes? At number 9 is a tweet from the YouTuber and musician Emma Blackery. Blackery took the YouTube trending page by storm in 2013 when she released her ukulele track entitled My Thoughts on Google+. With a pretty catchy tune alongside a state of mind most people agreed with after Google bought and changed the YouTube interface for the worst, Blackery took the opportunity of seeing her fellow YouTuber partake in a ukulele rant, but one which was far less well received or agreed with than her own. In Emma's comparison to Ballinger's, she writes, "Can't all nail it, I guess." I haven't heard from Emma in years, and seeing her grace my Twitter timeline with a banger like this was a lovely way to start my Thursday morning. Her new single, Cry to Your Mother, is out now, and you can stream it on Spotify or Apple Music. At number 8 is a tweet from another fellow YouTuber, Eddy Burback. The man says in response to the apology, "I can't stop thinking about the fact that she had to sit down and make the apology rhyme," which is in context to the fact that her apology was almost spoken word poetry with a backing track, except I would not snap for it at an open mic. I don't think anyone would. The fact that Colleen, instead of, addressing her allegations promptly and seriously, or perhaps sending private apologies to the fans that spoke out against her, she decided to run with some Dr. Seuss mischief. Eddy also tweeted that the next YouTuber to do something awful should play the trombone to top this, which, listen, at this point celebrity apology videos are becoming a bit mundane, a bit everyday. I think soon YouTubers may have to start one-upping each other to get views with things like talent instead of tears. And coming in at number 7 is a tweet from Twitter user Saeed DiCaprio, who says, "What happened to having PR teams, bro?" Which is hilarious because Colleen's apology video actually commences with her saying that her publicist said it would be best if she didn't say anything about the situation, which would have been a better option than what she did do. The exact quote Colleen said in the video was, "Even though my team has strongly advised me not to say what I want to say, I recently realized they never said that I can't sing what I want to say, so here I am." Yeah, maybe Colleen, it would have been better to just go against what your publicist said not to do and make a normal apology video. At number 6 we have a tweet from Twitter user CSH Burr. They write, "To choose your fighter, Colleen Ballinger ukulele apology versus Sienna May interpretive dance apology. This comparison is obviously ranking which YouTuber anti-apology was worse. Sienna May was a TikTok personality known for making dance and lip-syncing videos like 80% of the platform's content. In 2021, allegations came out about the social media figure and her ex-boyfriend Jack Wright, who said May had assaulted him. Sienna, instead of doing what any social media star would do, post a Notes app screenshot on Twitter telling us all about her wrongdoing with big words that she didn't come up with. No, instead, Sienna decided to stick with what she knows and post a video of her doing an interpretive dance rants on her YouTube channel. She didn't even say a single word in the video, so I don't even think you could count this as an apology. I don't even really know how we knew it was an apology. This video has since been deleted, but don't worry, thousands of copies are still all over the internet. At number 5 comes from Colleen's husband, Josh. Josh has actually spoken up about his experience with Colleen, and in reference to her recent apology video, he says on Twitter, "This behavior was my reality anytime I spoke up and disagreed with her actions and rhetoric during 2009 to 2016. I was gaslit too. I was made to feel like I was always the problem. Any pain I felt was an inconvenience and was belittled. Every ounce of what you're feeling, I understand." Number 4 comes from Beep Boop on Twitter, who says, "I asked GPT to write a better apology for Colleen Ballinger. The user posted a screenshot alongside this where it showed that they had input, write a YouTube apology script that's better than Colleen Ballinger's. To which ChatGPT spit out, sorry for talking to minors, won't repeat, thanks." It really could have been that concise. She could have said 8 words and been better off. I mean this in full seriousness, but if she had just posted that sentence on Twitter, I think she would be receiving half the hate she's currently getting. It's wild that an AI knows how to apologize better than a person. It worries me that the robot takeover is just around the corner. Anyways, our number 3 spot comes from Twitter user HarseIsChild, who gives us Colleen Ballinger's entire 10-minute non-apology song transcribed in one image so you don't have to listen or give a review alongside the actual transcript. The video is monetized as of right now, and it is 10 minutes. Perfect. And since it already has almost 3 million views, she's made a ton of cash for this situation. Being a controversial YouTuber is incredibly lucrative in the short term, I will say. Not so great if you want a career, but a quick buck? Sure, as long as you're okay with having your famous birthdays page tainted forever. But better not give her any more. Besides, if you just read the lyrics, you won't have to hear them alongside her one-note ukulele track that transports you back to 2014 YouTube. No need to bring up those almost traumatic memories. The good news is that the transcripts of the video have been popping up on many social media sites, which makes you aware of what she said without giving her a view, but also makes you really understand the gravity of this non-apology. And our runner-up comes from Robin on Twitter, who says, "Probably the most serious tweet I have on this list, quote, I hope Colleen Ballinger loses everything. The audacity to post that embarrassing song and pretend that she's ever actually taken accountability for anything in her life is disgusting. Minimizing the experiences of her victims by talking about jokes or mistakes from her past." And Adam McIntyre's tweet on the situation explains my thoughts on this better than I could. As he says, "As much as Colleen discredited and made fun of me, I'm glad her video did one thing, show you all exactly the type of evil woman she is that a lot of us have experienced over the past few years behind the scenes. The mask has slipped. Everyone meet the real Colleen Ballinger." And our number 1 spot goes to Twitter user Imani Barbarian, who tweets, "LMAO, Colleen Ballinger making sure people know that she's thin in her ukulele non-apology. Really is the icing on the cake." This one really struck me as well. Colleen's direct quote from the video was, "Bring out the daggers made from your perfect past and stab me repeatedly in my bony little back." Now, did she say that for the sake of the rhythm or just to remind us that she's malnourished? Literally, it was so unnecessary to bring up just how teeny tiny she is in a video attempting to apologize for her past actions. That in itself is such an absurd sentence for me to say. This was just another show of her stroking her own ego, having the knowledge of Colleen's history of glamorizing eating disorders in many of her past vlogs, where she openly admits to unhealthy eating habits, telling the viewers that she ate nothing more than a bag of chips for an entire day in one instance, as well as her infamous applesauce diet that she took part in after pregnancy in order to lose weight quickly. She's also been seen body checking an Instagram post as well as a video entitled "My Body Before and After Quarantine," and she also flaunts the fact that she can still fit into her old childhood clothes, in one vlog insisting that she squeezed into her 9-year-old niece's romper. Oh my god, you can barely see her. Many fans were led to believe that these mentions of poor nutrition and being in your face about the fact that she's wasting away are done to brag, and this little mention in her apology really solidifies that thought. Colleen's unhealthy mindset has a direct effect on her fans. In Adam McIntyre's aforementioned video, he explained that Ballinger would often compliment him on his skinny arms and stomach, and mentions the persisting body image issues he suffers with at the hands of those comments. Although her behavior is inexcusable and badly placed in her apology video, eating disorders are incredibly difficult to overcome, and I hope Colleen is genuinely able to get the help that she needs. And that was our top 10 list of reactions to Colleen Ballinger's failed apology video. Let me know if I missed any in the comments below, and also, what was your reaction to the apology? I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.